This is the story of a child whose love for a holiday classic grew into a collection, a passion, and a piece of who she is. This is the complete history of Home Alone.
Hi filthy animals, I'm Maylee and welcome to the complete history of Home Alone. I've loved these movies for as long as I can remember.
What's your favourite film?
Kevin
Kevin?
on Home Alone.
Yeah. And what happens to Kevin? Do the naughty men try getting his house, the thieves?
Yeah, and just step on the balls like, ooh, 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 ooh.
What do we do to thieves?
Put them in jail.
We put them in jail.
Today we are going to look at the story behind the movies and I'll show you my huge collection of merchandise. Oh, and guys, make sure you stay to the end of the video to see my top 5 rarest Home Alone items. Let's get started, you trout sniffers. This is the history of Home Alone.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive.
This franchise isn't just about a kid being forgotten. I mean, it's about a perfect storm of writing, casting, and just marketing genius.
And we're doing this deep dive for a very specific reason. We got a great request from a listener, Maylee Madigan. She runs the YouTube channel Maylee World. Yeah, and she's working on a video right now documenting her really extensive Home Alone collection and the whole history of the movies. So we want to give her and you some insights that can really enrich that story.
And I love that context, connecting the film's history directly to physical artifacts.
Yes.
Because when we look at a collection like Maylee's, we're not just seeing old movie merch. We're seeing like the tangible proof of a movie's cultural longevity.
Right. We're going to trace how a simple screenplay turned into this multi-generational phenomenon.
Let's do it.
But what's really fascinating, especially for Maylee's collection, is how quickly the film created this whole universe of identifiable visual culture, stuff that translates into merchandise.
The ability of the movie to create those artifacts, like you said, it hinges entirely on its visual identity.
Right, like Kevin's sweater, the house itself.
The ridiculous faces of the wet bandits, all of those became marketable symbols. But nothing, absolutely nothing, solidified the franchise's visual identity more than the poster.
And that's where we really need to focus now, because that image they used to sell the movie is arguably more recognizable than any specific scene in the film. We're talking about that famous central marketing image, Kevin McAllister, wide-eyed, screaming with his hands pressed firmly against his cheeks.
Which brings us to the real deep dive nugget here. The thing Maylee and all the collectors will really appreciate.
Okay, so that simple image, the face pressed between the hands, the open mouth, that look of silent, concentrated horror, it is not an original pose. It wasn't just invented by the marketing team in 1990.
No, it is a direct, deliberate homage.
The famous screaming Kevin McAllister pose, the one you see on every poster, every VHS cover.
Everything in Maylee's collection.
It was directly inspired by Edvard Munch's masterpiece of expressionist art, The Scream.
It's a modern echo of a masterpiece of expressionist art. That piece of marketing material is tied directly to a conversation about human isolation that artists have been having for over 100 years.
It gives those physical objects a lineage.
It does. It shows how the DNA of high culture is constantly being recycled, often subtly, into mass market imagery. The poster is effective precisely because it taps into this established visual history of psychological shock.
It's borrowed genius, hidden in plain sight. It just elevates the whole visual conversation around the film beyond slapstick.
Framed and autographs.
This is the policeman from Home Alone. He is called Larry Hankin.
You want us to go to your house just to check on him?
Yes!
Larry Hankin is an actor, comedian and director known for his long career in film and TV, with memorable roles such as Mr. Heckles in Friends, the junkyard owner in Breaking Bad, and his appearances in Seinfeld and Escape from Alcatraz.
This is the lady from New York City and she punches the wet bandits. She's called Lee Zimmerman.
Pardonnez-moi, mon chéri.
Lee Zimmerman is an actress, singer and dancer whose career spans Broadway, the London West End, film and TV. She once won the Laurence Olivier Award for Best Supporting Actress.
This is Duncan from Duncan's Toy Chest, and he is called Eddie Bracken.
And I tell you what you do. You keep one, and you give the other one to a very special person.
Eddie Bracken was an actor, comedian, and singer whose career stretched over 70 years. He rose to fame in the 1940s, starring in the comedy Hail the Conquering Hero. He also appeared in National Lampoon's Vacation. He died on the 14th of November, 2002, aged 87.
This is Kevin's auntie, Auntie Leslie, and she is called Terry Snell.
I'm sorry, Kate, nothing but a bunch of answering machines.
Terry Snell has made guest appearances on TV shows like Veep and Strong Medicine. She also appeared in films such as You Don't Mess with the Zohan and Rumour Has It. Terry founded the talent management company Talent Inc.
I'm really excited to show you these because there's some really rare items. Number 1, a cereal card from a box. Number 2, this is a custom Japanese trading card. Number 3, this is a Lost in New York cinema ticket from Japan. Number 4, this is a Home Alone 2 cinema ticket from England. Number 5, this is a poker chip with the Wet Bandits on. Number 6, this is a Home Alone cinema ticket from Burbank in California. This is very rare.
An unused phone card from China.
This is a cinema ticket from Japan for Home Alone 1. Look how cool their cinema ticket is compared to America and English. The last one in the frame is a prototype playing card from Lost in New York. It took a really long time to collect all these 9 things. And it's so beautiful in this frame, isn't it? This picture is signed by Dana Ivey. She is from Home Alone 2 and she works in a hotel and she's in the Addams Family. This is a photo signed by Brenda Fricker. She is the bird lady from Home Alone 2. And then this one is a signed one from Kevin's mum in Home Alone.
Catherine O'Hara is an actress and comedian, known for films like Beetlejuice and her Emmy-winning role on Schitt's Creek. She has received numerous awards, including Emmys and Golden Globes. Catherine has been married since 1992 and has 2 sons.
Funnily enough, we never lose our luggage.
John Hurt was an American actor whose career spanned film, television, and stage. He moved between leading and character roles with equal skill. He died in 2017 at aged 71 from cardiac arrest, shortly after undergoing back surgery.
Today, our mission is to take a stack of sources on a real cinematic powerhouse.
And really break it down.
Exactly. Break down its history and find the surprising little nuggets of knowledge that maybe even the biggest fans have missed. We are diving deep into the history of the Home Alone franchise.
Okay, so let's unpack this. The whole thing starts with, of all things, a massive conflict on another Christmas movie.
Right. We have director Chris Columbus. I mean, this is the guy who wrote The Goonies and Gremlins. He's a huge deal.
And he was originally hired to direct National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Which should have been a perfect fit. But the sources are all very clear. He and Chevy Chase did not get along.
Not at all. It was so bad that Columbus just walked. He walked right off the set.
And that moment of friction, that failure, is really the spark that lights the whole thing. John Hughes, who loved Columbus's work, immediately stepped in.
And what he did next is just legendary.
He wrote the entire script for Home Alone in 9 days. Just a frantic burst of creativity, and he rushed it right over to Columbus.
Wow. So, with the script locked, they had to find their Kevin.
Well, the thing is, Hughes already knew who his Kevin was. He wrote the part specifically for Macaulay Culkin.
He worked with him on Uncle Buck.
Right, exactly. They held auditions, but it was just a formality. No other kid even came close.
For anyone interested in the nuts and bolts of filmmaking, most of those iconic interiors weren't shot on a soundstage.
No, not at all. And this is a key insight. They built almost everything. The living room, the kitchen, even that scary basement inside a high school gym. It gave them space and it saved a ton of money. They had this huge open area to build these really deep customized sets.
Now let's get to the business side, because this is where the story gets really wild. They have a script, a great cast, and then Warner Brothers drops the movie.
They just dropped it. The budget had crept up a little bit over their internal cap and they got cold feet.
How much are we talking about?
The budget crossed about $10 million, and for them, that was enough to cause a panic. They saw it as a financial risk.
And so 20th Century Fox saw an opening.
They swooped in immediately. They took the gamble that Warner Bros. Was too cautious to take.
And that gamble paid off.
Yeah.
Spectacularly. Home Alone spent 12 straight weeks at #1 at the box office.
12 weeks. It's an astounding run. It completely dominated the holiday season and just kept going. It became the highest grossing live-action comedy of its time, period.
Get out of here, you nosy little pervert, or I'm gonna slap you silly!
Jerry Baman appeared in films such as The Secret of My Success, Cocktail, and The Bodyguard. He had recurring TV roles on shows like Law & Order, while also performing on stage. He married director Emily Mann, and they have a son together.
Fuller, go easy on the Pepsi.
Kieran Culkin has built a strong career with acclaimed roles that earned him multiple awards. He has been married since 2013 and has 2 children. Kieran won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor in 2025 for his role in the film A Real Pain. DVD, PSP, and VHS.
This is Home Alone 1 and Home Alone 2 on VHS graded.
Yes! Home Alone and Home Alone 2 Lost in New York on video.
And there's plenty more where that came from.
Complete your collection today.
These are all the Home Alone movies on Blu-ray in a special paint can. This is Home Alone 2 Lost in New York behind the scenes VHS. These are VHS released in England. First, we have got Home Alone 1 and Home Alone 2 on the same one. Next, we've got Home Alone. Next, we have got Lost in New York, Home Alone 2 by itself. And then the last one is Home Alone 3 with the 40s. And this isn't Kevin, but this is another random guy. This is really cool, guys. We've got Home Alone on PSP, and the discs are really small. Guys, look how small that is. I think that's the world's smallest one. This is super rare. We've got Home Alone 2. And it's not been opened, it's sealed, guys. This is Home Alone 1, 2, 3 and 4, both sealed. Now let's go up to my movie room to see the rest of my movies.
As you can see on the top row, we've got Home Alone 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then next to it is Bone Alone. I don't think I'm ever going to watch that. We've even got the 1, 2, 3 DVDs for babies. And we've got lots of trilogy box sets. We've got the rare Canadian release.
toys, and other items.
I've wanted this for so long. Let's have a look at the Lego Home Alone set. First, we have got Old Man Marley. He is the next door neighbour that looks really scary, but he's actually a nice old man. Now, let's move on to Kevin here. Kevin, he has his red scarf on, he's coming down the stairs, and here is his sled that he goes really fast down the stairs. Okay, next we have got the Wet Bandits, and on here, the Wet Bandits, and then we have got OK, the van. Then we've got Kevin's treehouse with a zip wire attached to it. Okay, now let's have a look at the back. But before we do that, guys, this has 3,955 pieces. Guys, how long do you think it will take? We've got Kevin and his mum. We have got the basement where loads of things go on. The kitchen with a table and a clock and a mannequin. Then we've got the living room, a Christmas tree. Oh, and Michael Jordan. He played for Chicago number 23 and Home Alone was filmed in Chicago. Then we've got a bathroom, a door leading to a mysterious place. And then here we've got the stairs going up to the attic. And then Buzz's room with all his stuff on his shelf. And that is Buzz's spider. He has a pet spider and it's a tarantula. Here is the tarantula. And then down here you can see the spider on Marv. So that was the back of the Lego set. Here's the 3 red Home Alone Funko Pops. I like Kevin the best. This is the blue Funko Pop set from Home Alone 2. I like Marv the best. This is another Funko Pop. It's Kevin and his house. The house is so beautiful. I really want to go there one day. So this is the final Funko Pop set. We've got Kevin throwing paint cans at Harry and Marv. He's on the stairs. There's a little bush plant and a tree, and then some pictures, and then the Home Alone sign on it. This is called the Screaming Kevin. It's really hard to find. And if you press this button on the back, it will scream. So let's have a go. Okay, that was quite cool. I have got something really cool to show you guys. We have got a sealed Screaming Kevin. So this Screaming Kevin, it has this on the top and it has Kevin. It says the Screaming Kevin. On the back it has the button that we pressed. Marv, Harry, Kevin, and another Kevin. This is called the Talking Kevin. This is Kevin. He's got some nice clothes on, some peach shoes with some laces. Then we've got Kevin's bag with a little pocket. It says Home Alone, lots in New York. And then on the side it says, I'm here, come and get me with Kevin. And on this side it says, this is it, no turning back with Kevin again. And then it's really cool because he could talk, so just look at this. Okay, 2 more times. Guys, that was amazing.
In the original Home Alone, producers wanted to use a real church location in Chicago. Exterior shots were captured at Trinity Methodist Church, and interior shots were filmed at Grace Episcopal Church. The scene marks a moment of emotional and moral transformation for Kevin as he sits beside Old Man Marley, played by Roberts Blossom. He confronts his fears about his scary neighbor, which becomes a turning point in the movie. Without the church scene and the trust forged there, Kevin would not have been such a lovable character, and the film might not have been so successful. His newfound empathy gives the film and character a deeper, more resonant meaning beyond the comedy. Roberts Blossom built a long career playing eccentric, haunted or rural figures. He appeared in Close Encounters of the Third Kind, The Last Temptation of Christ and Escape from Alcatraz. He passed away in 2011 at the age of 87. Magazines and books.
This is a collection of books and magazines from Home Alone 1 and 2, the Home Alone Survival Guide. This is a sealed Home Alone 2 book from Lost in New York. Here the story come alive with real character voices, sound effects and music. This is the novel of Home Alone 2. This is a behind the scenes book of Lost in New York. These are Home Alone 1 and Home Alone 2 books made by Funko Pop. This is the official Home Alone colouring book. This is the Home Alone 2 Lost in New York colour and puzzle book. So there's puzzles, there's word searches. This is Screaming Kevin on the front of Mad Magazine. This is the Home Alone 2 Look and Listen sound and storybook. There's lots of stories in here and you can press these buttons. Let's hear this one.
Today, we are digging into what might be one of the boldest, most successful comedy sequels ever made. We're talking, of course, about Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
It's wild when you see the numbers. We're talking a budget that nearly doubled. It's a perfect example of how business and filmmaking get tangled up. The first thing they did right was continuity. They got the whole gang back together. Hughes, Columbus, the entire main cast.
That sends a message to the audience, right? That this is the genuine article.
Exactly. But that message is expensive. Our sources say that budget just exploded. It jumped to around $28 million.
Wow. So nearly double.
And a huge chunk of that wasn't just for, bigger sets.
It was for the talent.
It was for the talent.
Which brings us to the Culkin factor.
Yeah, the price to get Kevin McAllister back on screen. This number it's just staggering. By this point, Macaulay Culkin was the most important kid in Hollywood, period. For Home Alone 2, he earned $4.5 million.
$4.5 million, plus a share of the profits.
For a child actor.
Yeah.
In 1992.
Was that really the market rate, or did he basically have the studio over a barrel?
The sources really point to the second one. This wasn't a normal negotiation. It was pure leverage. The studio wasn't just paying for an actor.
They were paying for insurance.
Exactly. They were paying to guarantee that audiences would show up.
Which brings us to New York City, the perfect playground and a much more dangerous one.
The setting itself is an escalation, and that led them straight to the epitome of New York luxury, the Plaza Hotel.
And they filmed a lot of it there, right? On location.
They did. Most of those scenes you see inside the hotel were shot at the actual plaza. And speaking of being at the plaza, we have to talk about that cameo. Kevin in the lobby asking for directions.
From the man who owned the hotel at the time, Donald Trump.
You want to shoot in my famous lobby, you have to put me in your film.
That completely changes how you see that scene. It's not a fun little wink, it's a toll.
It's a toll, exactly.
So they've got the star, they've got the budget, now they have to deliver on the action.
The traps in the first movie were already pretty brutal.
Oh, yeah.
So for the sequel, the stunt crew knew they had to one-up themselves. The audience expected it. They were really pushing what you could get away with in a PG movie. It's basically cartoon violence brought to life.
And while all that chaos is happening, you have these quieter moments with Brenda Fricker's character, the pigeon lady.
The heart of the movie, really.
Yeah.
They use hundreds of real pigeons for those scenes in Central Park.
How do you even coordinate that?
With a lot of birdseed.
So after all of that, the budget, the salary, the dangerous stunts, what was the final verdict? How did the movie actually do?
Well, critically, It was pretty mixed. A lot of critics felt it was just, a rehash of the first film, a bigger, louder copy.
But did the audience care?
Not at all. It was a massive commercial hit. It made about $359 million worldwide.
359, that's a huge number. So that $28 million gamble absolutely paid off.
Oh, completely. It was a certified blockbuster, but you do have to compare it to the original.
Which was just an anomaly.
Exactly.
For a lot of people, you watch the first one, then you watch the second one. It's a package deal.
For sure. It's one of the highest grossing holiday sequels of all time. And it proved the franchise had legs.
And just to close the loop on that, how many films are there in total now?
After the two big ones, there have been 4 other movies, mostly direct-to-video or streaming.
Yeah.
So in total, there are 6 official Home Alone films.
All built on that foundation of one kid, a massive salary, and some very dangerous booby traps.
That's the legacy.
Computer games.
Home Alone 2 on the Game Boy.
Home Alone 2 on the Game Boy offers a nostalgic platforming adventure that captures the playful spirit of the film. Straightforward levels make it easy to pick up and enjoy. Expect many appearances from the Pigeon Lady and other characters. A charming blast from the past that embraces Game Boy's simplicity.
Home Alone on the Mega Drive.
Home Alone on the Sega Mega Drive delivers a fast-paced twist on the movie's premise. You'll find yourself having a great time as Kevin sleighing around the neighborhood. The colorful graphics and energetic gameplay give it a lively, arcade-style feel.
Home Alone on the Super Nintendo.
Home Alone on the Super Nintendo lets you race around the house, collecting valuables and outwitting the wet bandits. It's charming, a family-friendly romp that adds a lively spin to the holiday classic.
Home Alone PlayStation 2. This was only available in Europe.
Home Alone on the PS2. This European exclusive release has a unique retro charm for collectors outside the USA, making it a fun import find for fans of holiday nostalgia and offbeat licensed titles.
This is electronic Home Alone 2 Lost in New York gaming set made by Tiger. I've played this a few times and it's really fun. I had to save up a long time to buy this because it was really expensive. So there's on, pause, sound and off, and the buttons, and it is a really fun game.
Beat that, you little trout sniffer.
Devin Rattray, best known for his role as Buzz McAllister, has appeared in films like Dennis the Menace and Hustlers, as well as TV projects including Mosaic and The Tick. Devin is the son of actors Ann Willis and Peter Rattray. Sneakers and accessories.
This is the red Adidas sneaker from Home Alone 1. It's a classic low-top model, worn by Kevin McAllister. Its bright red colour and retro design have made it a memorable piece of 1990s sneaker culture. So this is the Home Alone 2 sneakers. This is the Pigeon Lady shoes.
This is the Screaming Kevin Home Alone sticker. This is perfect condition. So beautiful. Here we have Home Alone garbage pail cards. Wow, these are really nice. Perfect condition as well. So we've got Marv, Molly, Kevin, Harry. So these are quite special. They are posters that have been not opened, so they're sealed in the package, and it's from Hardee's, which is like a McDonald's in America.
Hi, I'm here at Hardee's to tell you how you can get an exciting Home Alone 2 poster. It's an easy way to get these posters. Just purchase a large sandwich, large fries, and a large soft drink, which comes in a Home Alone 2 collector cup.
Remember the posters I showed you? Those were from Hardee's, and these are from Hardee's. These are really cool Lost in New York cups. This is the Home Alone soundtrack on CD. Here's the inside. Here are the doves that Mr. Duncan gives to Kevin in Home Alone 2. This is a box of Home Alone 2 trading cards. Here is the Home Alone 2 packed lunch box set. And it's really rare for it to come with the thermos. Here is the original packed lunch box. And it's in great shape, guys. Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Now we have Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. There's 3 badges. One says, "This is it, no turning back." Next is the man from the hotel, Lost Orama. And then this one is Kevin, and it just says, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. This is the Screaming Kevin necklace. This was a present for me from Thailand. Next up is the enamel pin Kevin with a hot iron, and it's from Funko Pop.
Have you seen the movie before?
No, I've not seen it. Have you?
Yeah. We're making a Home Alone video and there's lots of Home Alone things in, and then I'm showing my Home Alone collection to the camera.
So you are really, really keen on Home Alone?
Yeah, I really like it. You've never seen Home Alone before, so I'll tell you what it's about. So Kevin, he's on the sleigh behind those brick walls. He was naughty the night before, and then he got sent up to the attic, but then his family was on holiday, but they didn't know he left Kevin out in the house, so he was home alone. These thieves in the van, they try get Kevin, but then Kevin, he sets loads of traps around the house. And there's 4. The 1 and 2, it's the same person, but 3 and 4 is different people. I don't think they have the budget to get him back for the 3rd or 4th one. Isn't it incredible what the lady's done out of cake? I wish you a very Merry Christmas and thank you for talking to me.
That was really interesting because now I know the story. Oh, happy Christmas to you.
Thank
too.
you. What made you think to do the Home Alone cake, Grace?
Well, it's my favourite Christmas film, and I knew it turned 35 years this year, so I thought, I've got to make it out of cake. And I turned 35 in the same month, so it celebrates 2 birthdays.
Oh. What was the hardest thing about making the cake?
The windows. So many windows on that house, and I piped each one of them. And then, so I did it on the table like this, and then I let them set, and then I had to actually place them in and pray that nothing snapped off. And the railings were really tricky because I made them out of wire, and every time I put one in, and then I put the railing on top to stick, it kept falling off. And I think at one point, I wanted to throw the cake against the wall.
I bet you're glad you did now.
No, really pleased I didn't.
Any plans to eat it, or are you going to save it forever?
I think I'm going to save it forever. Or for as long as I can.
Yeah.
Because it's cake, it will start to smell and go a bit icky after a while. But it'll stay in the window for as long as I can.
What's a detail on the house that you're most proud of?
Probably the brickwork, because I actually embossed it with a tool by hand, and it took me hours, and it's all the way around the house. And then I had to then get the mortar and the colour of the brick right, and then it was also then the tile on the roof as well, so it's lots and lots. It took a lot of patience.
So close your eyes please, Grace.
Mm-hmm.
Now get one hand and put it out. Keep them closed. Now get the other hand. Put it on top. This is for you. It's for a special friend. You can open your eyes. Now we can be best friends forever.
Turtle doves are a symbol of friendship and love.
Oh, this is really special. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The one you've all been waiting for. Top 5 rare items. Landing in the 5th spot on the list is a prop from Lost in New York.
This is a box talk boy.
The Talkboy recorder didn't exist before the movie. It was created specifically for the film, later becoming a massively popular real-life toy.
But what's rare about it is I've got the box, the tape, and the instructions.
Now you can be as clever as Kevin with Tiger's new Talkboy tape recorder.
Stop drooling on me! Stop drooling on me!
Tiger's new Talkboy tape recorder comes with audio cassette.
Coming in at number 4 on the list is a highly sought-after game, ironically, because no one wanted it when it was released.
This is the Japanese version of Home Alone on the Super Famicom.
The Home Alone game for the Famicom is a Japanese exclusive. It was published in very limited quantities since the Home Alone brand was not popular in Japan. Because of this low print run, surviving copies, especially complete in box, are very valuable. Holding the 3rd spot is an exquisite, factory-sealed, Lost in New York timepiece.
This is an unopened watch from Home Alone 2. And it's glow in the dark. You see these little men, something? They glow in the dark.
This wristwatch was a promotional item. It's considered rare because very few were produced, and even fewer survived, still sealed in their original packaging. Collectors of Home Alone memorabilia compete for the remaining mint condition pieces. Narrowly missing out on the top spot is another grail of old-school computer games.
This is so rare. This is an unopened Home Alone on the Amiga.
Home Alone on the Amiga had a small print run, making surviving copies, especially sealed, extremely rare. It came out during a period when Amiga game production was declining, so fewer units were distributed and preserved. Claiming first place is one of the most exceptionally rare pieces to ever appear on the toy market in general.
Let me see. You shopping alone?
Coming in at number 1. This is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. I get goosebumps just looking at it. A one-of-a-kind case containing an original Monster Sap soap head.
Kevin buys Monster Sap soap at Duncan's toy chest early in the film. It was used to rig 2 traps, one on a fire escape ladder and one in the basement. After the release of Home Alone 2, the real-world toy version of the Monster Sap soap was marketed for a limited time. That extreme scarcity drives up collector demand.
Santa? Have you been? Well, there you have it, a complete history of Home Alone. I've loved having you along for the ride. I wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And don't forget, be kind to someone, you little jerks.